We didn't learn love from songs or screams. We learned it from locked doors and held breath, from listening to footsteps, from counting the seconds between voices, from knowing when to stay quiet and when to disappear. We learned early that love can hurt and still feel necessary, that survival looks a lot like loyalty, when staying was the only way to go. Promises were made in low light, not because we trusted them to last, but because they were all we had. We didn't dream of forever, we dreamed of getting through, of making it to morning without becoming what hurt us. And somehow in all that damage something stayed, not because it kept us safe, but because it didn't know how to leave.
We learned love in the house that shook. Bad hands, bad nights, deadlocks, pain handed down, no choice. We called it normal, called it home. Didn't hear how loud it destroys. You learn to fold yourself smaller, disappear just to breathe. I learned to swing at everything like anger could make me free. We wore damage like armor, but armor cut you from within. Didn't stop the bleeding, just hit where it seeped in. I thought loyalty meant standing still. You thought love meant staying contained. Neither of us knew back then. Fear was the one that reigned and spoke the loudest in the room. Even when nobody yelled, we didn't build this life on hope. We built it trying not to fail. We were built from fractures and fear, from promises that wouldn't last. If love is something you survive, then ours was made from glass. When everything we had collapsed and nothing stayed the same, I'll stand here in the fallout with you at the end. I put my life on a loaded roll, not for flags, not for pride. Every step was a borrowed breath. Every morning a coin toss fight, steel rain chewing through the dirt. Names drop faster than plans. You don't think about dying there, you think about getting back. I watch men fold in seconds, bodies quit before the mind. Learned how fast the future ends when chance stops being kind. Every night I made a deal with whatever still. Listen, let me walk back out of this. I carry the weight, not forgiveness. No glory in the uniform, just distance and decay. I wasn't trying to be brave, I was buying you escape. If I stayed, I'd rot inside, turn into what I despise. So I gambled flesh for time, hoping death would pass me by. We were built from fractures and fear, from promises that wouldn't last. If love is something you survive, then ours was made from glass. When everything we had collapsed and nothing stayed the same, I'll stand here in the fallout with you at the end. She had more in her than this life, more than rooms that never change. But every step toward the open felt like walking out of range. She learned early, don't grow loud, don't get bigger than the space. If you rise too far above the floor, you lose the ones that know your face. Every dream felt dangerous, every chance a loaded gun. Success looked like abandonment, like leaving someone undone. So she kept the force control, kept the future folded small. Better safe inside the known than a risk outgrowing it all. She thought love meant staying level, never tipping the scale. If she became more than she was, something fragile would fail. She wasn't scared of standing alone, she was scared at the cost of becoming who she could be and finding out what it lost. No house left, just rooms that echo. No vows left, just words we couldn't live on. Love turned quiet, not gentle, empty. Marriage cracked under weight, not hate. We didn't fall apart screaming, we wore down. Slow until holding on and letting go started feeling the same. All that was left was a promise with no shape, no strength, no proof it would hold. But still, we stood there. Coming back didn't feel like home. Same streets, different weight, the place. Remembered who we were, but not who we became. Time moved on without asking, left gaps we couldn't fill. We stood close but talked around what we didn't know how to heal. You were waiting like before, I wasn't built to be found. We learned new ways to survive, but none that work together now. Love didn't die in the distance, it just learned how to stay quiet, like something alive but cautious, afraid of what might break it. At the end there was no answer, no lesson, clean and clear. Just two people standing there, still choosing to stay near.
false light. No saviors left, no easy ride. Just two souls who broke apart and still chose not to end. If loyalty means standing here when all that mattered's gone, then this is where we stay together. At the end